right, can we please have a round of applause for Steph Hotchkiss?
Hello, I'm Steph Hotchkiss. This is my title slide. I realise it probably doesn't tell you very much, but it kind of does, because from the heart is an idiom, and that's what I'm going to kind of talk about. Well, I thought it was what I was going to talk about, but what I realised is I'm really easily distracted, because I tried to find out what, like the etymology of where that from the heart comes from. I mean, it's a phrase about sincerity, and I quickly realised that I should probably focus on talking sincerely, because actually finding the source of idiom is really hard. It has been noticed that I tend to take the titles quite seriously. Last time I did a talk on resistance, I got very into what that could mean. So bear with me, this might be a little bit different. This apparently is what Stoics look like. There's a bit of controversy about what Galen and the Stoics thought about the heart, but basically once upon a time we thought that was the centre of our soul and our mind and everything, which is why I'm going to waffle about what's in my head. I should point out I have a specific learning disorder. It's kind of like dyslexia, but slightly different. And I think that's possibly one of the reasons why I like idiom, because it gives you context to words. This is the best way I could describe that in pictures. Either you see one Wolverine or two Batmen, and it's the way that, like, for me, I confuse things, so like booty call and butt dial, two very different things in context, but words-wise, very, very similar. Cool thing about optical illusions, either you see a rabbit or a duck, and you can't see both at the same time until I tell you it's a duck eating a rabbit. A big fan of optical illusions, it's a background in psychology. Sometimes it has really, really downsides though to not quite interpreting things correctly. I saw this as a motivational poster, and what I actually read was, decide, commit suicide. Which was not their intent, and I would not endorse in any way, shape or form. But it could mean why I don't get on much with like motivational stuff. Do or do not, there is no try. So I haven't, which is why I look like this. I don't find it very helpful, and there's a lot of motivational crap out there. I was much more inspired by this advertising campaign by Typo, Australian stationer, because this is how my life actually runs, and I could relate to it. And the thing about all these inspiring memes and crap is basically you can get a computer to generate these for you. If you haven't seen inspirobot.me, I would recommend it. This is what they came up with, and I then played for a bit longer. This is where it got creepy, because these are the next 3 slides in order, and if that doesn't creep you the fuck out, what I would highly suggest is that you read this book. If you saw Tom Hemsley's talk on horror last time, he'd recommend it, and you definitely won't want one of those in your house anymore. But it's really good, even if it is a bit scary. But I was going to talk about idiom, wasn't I? Yeah, I really like idiom, not just in English, I like it in foreign languages. The translation of this is, he who farts higher than his arse has shit in his ears. This is how you refer to stuck-up people in French. Very useful phrase. And this is the translation of a Polish phrase, which basically means, not my fucking problem. But it's not just foreign idiom. There's the whole kind of way like people take and twist phrases in idiom. Like if you're aware of this one. The original is about lighting a candle, but I don't feel it has the same meaning. And Terry Pratchett does this a lot. And because we're being sincere, it's something I really appreciate. He is a man who has brought me so much joy, and I'm not afraid to say I cried the day he died. Loudly in my office, and attracted colleagues who came and gave me cuddles and tissues. But he's also been inspirational about times when I didn't have the words to say what I was thinking. Sometimes things go shit in life, and this was the phrase that I wanted to find, because I knew it was there somewhere, and he'd had those words. Unfortunately, I could only remember something about best holes and bigger shovels, and the internet gave me this. Like, if you've reached a point of the 8 types of shovel everyone should know, the clickbaitiest of headlines has jumped the shark. And it would be really easy to despair of the world and the internet, but I took solace in this one from inspirobot.me. So have a good evening, chaps. Stay funny. I've been Steph Hotchkiss.
Thanks so much, Steph. Steph Hotchkiss! Hey!
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you can see others on the Bettakultcha YouTube channel. Subscribe now and you'll be notified when new ones are uploaded.